Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E360, a 1960D small date security First National Bank roll. How's everybody doing today? Going to draw the chip, and the chip is 24. Let a couple people stroll in. We'll get this roll opened and get to work. Hope everybody's day has been going good. It's very cool here. I think the temperature is like 55 degrees right now. Copper Picker, welcome. Go ahead and get this roll opening up. It says that we are filling up. Carl, welcome to the show. All right. See what we got here. We are ready to go. Coin number 1 is for Sissy. I have been attributing die varieties for 2 days straight, going through junk boxes. Oh, first coin out of the wrapper. Here's an RPM. Let's see what we got here. That is not that one. I thought it was 118. Let me go further. Not there. I know I've seen this before. Like right there. 1mm 233. See. There's those die scratches. There's those die scratches. We'll flip her over, see if it's got the reverse markers. It does. There's that. There's the die gouge on the left roof. There's the die chips on the left or right cornice. Die scratch above the end. Die chip on the C. It's got them all. So 1mm 233. Let me make a note. 1mm 233. Good way to start. A lot of practice. Like I say, I did so far 4 single row boxes of dimes in the last 2 days. And I did some quarters and half dollars too. All right, next coin for Frostbite. And welcome, Alex, Dirty Water, Mickey, Ant. If I missed you, I didn't mean it. There's another one. Wow. So we're going to have to go in on this a little bit. We've got a split lower serif and a little bit right here. So we're going to start from the back on this one. It is not that one. One's too far north. Let me get the dog in here. I hear her whining at the door. This is the one that don't scratch. Come on. Get in here and take your spot. Yeah, you're the good one of the bunch, aren't you? Come on. All right, not there. Oh, wait, nope. That's a large date. Wow, that looks just like it. It's a large date, though. All right, let's see. Oh, is that it? Nope. Not that. Looks like that. There is the die scratch right there. Let's look for Liberty. There they are. This is also a minor double die obverse. See if we can pick it up. Let me look here. Can see it right up here a little bit. Very minor. You can see a little bit of it right here. Right here you can see it in the U. So 1mm113. Let me write that down. Coin number 3, 2 coins, 2 varieties. Let's see what I missed here. I agree, Dirty Water. They are the most. I think attributing them is fun. I spend hours. Like I said, I attributed a box of 60Ds that I pulled out of pulled out of rolls over 20 years ago, and I got to attribute all of them except for 3 in a 100 count box. Bill 457, welcome. It is. It is also a double die. It's very light doubling on. You can see it best on like the U of Trust, on like the little tip of the G in God. So it is a dual variety coin. We will look at about the first 10 reverses, and then I will put them aside. Coin number 4, crispy. Little clash right there. Nothing of note on the obverse. Yeah, we've got an 1mm233 and 1mm113. It is also a double die obverse, which is 1DO005. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of them. Early on in the roll, same die pair as the last. Little die crack also in between the 9 and the 6. What, you want out now? You girls are awful needy. Yep, Stan's and Crispy's both had a clash on them. All right, let me let the dog out now that she wants out. Come on, hurry up. How come you always do this stuff when I go to work? Come on, really? You going or what? Pete's. Coin number 6 for Mickey. I swear if I didn't know better, there's another one. There's the little die crack in between the 9 and the 6. Back that down a bit. But if you want, we get through this roll. I'll show you a couple of the things that I was going through. Coin number 7, Otis. This has got the same, it's the same die pair, but it's got the little tin streaks running through it, which is pretty cool. All right. Coin number 8, Paul Hampton. Boy, did it get cold here last night. Like almost brutal cold. I think we had spots of frost even. These dies, the reverse dies, usually get die cracking. We'll probably see some before. Right from the E to the C to the E all the way up right there. And then they get these huge clashes through states. I'm not sure what causes it. Kevin Hawthorne, good afternoon. Yeah, that's what happened here. And I'm like, you can't go much further south. Only got another 100 miles or so. But yeah, definitely. I dressed in layers when I went to the post office this morning. Oh, there's a little die chip on the right base. Coin 10, last one I'm going to look at the reverse on unless I notice a die that I haven't seen yet. There is a 1mm 233. I have a few packages that I'm going to be mailing out, but the other packages I'm working on, even if I get them done after like I probably have maybe 3 or 4 that are going out. Doug, Frank, Crispy, and maybe one other one going out before Christmas. The other ones I'm going to wait a couple days after Christmas to mail them because my post office is getting a little squirrely. Doug Rezak, welcome. This should be the die that has the... We're going to look at the reverse just to see if I'm on the right page. Oh, different die. See, good thing I looked. Yeah, that's the truth. And especially as we get closer to the middle of the month, it's going to get really bad around here. I got to witness, I went and bought a book of stamps to mail Christmas cards and stuff, and I got to witness a lady losing her marbles because they wouldn't deliver mail to her house because she hadn't turned in her certificate. She has a brand new house. And they will give her her mail in person, but they will not give her a delivery, schedule a delivery for her until she shows them that she has a certificate of occupancy, that she's not illegally living in the dwelling. And she just couldn't get it. They asked her 3 times, did you get a certificate of occupancy? Yes. Well, bring it up here, and your mail will start coming to your house within like 10 days. And she just couldn't understand why she had to do that. But yet she understood that she had to go up there and complain every day for like the last 2 weeks. And then, of course, there's 60 people waiting in line to buy stamps and mail their Christmas packages and stuff like that. They are that strict. Well, here, you can't even, if you file a change of address, Bill, I was unaware of this because she says, I can do everything online, but I can't do this online. I changed my address, and she says, your address change isn't, she looked it up, she says, it's pending. You have to show me your ID with your current address on it before I can change it. And she lost her mind about that. And she says it's all about identity theft and people squatting on people's houses and stuff like that. And I think that's a good idea. Kind of goes to the voting thing. You hear these people say, oh, you shouldn't be able to vote unless you show ID. I have never, ever voted and not had to show ID. I don't know where these people are voting at. So, coin 17 for Sissy. ID theft is crazy. Yeah, you can actually do the form online, and it costs $1.10. Because the lady told the lady, she says, you can come do it here for free. She says, no, I'll do it online again, blah, blah, blah. She says, you still have to come here and show me your ID with the change of address on it. She says, I'll just do it online because I don't want to deal with you. And she says, you're going to have to deal with me. No matter what you do, you got to deal with me. And she just couldn't understand it. I don't know what states those are because I've lived in a bunch of different states and every single one of them required me to show ID. But, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. You probably are right. I have only lived in Michigan, Florida. Well, I guess the other one I was still living in Michigan even though I lived in other states. So, voting-wise, I think I've only voted in 2 states, thinking about it. That's true, Bill. That's true. That's why the Social Security Administration went away from using Social Security numbers as an identification number. If you get anything like Medicare or anything like that, they give you a separate number now. Really? Now that would be a state that I would have expected that would require ID, being that it's a red state. Double die clash. But Florida, they require it. Michigan requires it. And Michigan's usually a blue state. So... Oh yeah, another chip. I'm checking the reverse because I hadn't seen this one before. There's a die crack developing right here. These dies, this was one of the reasons they went from the small date to the large date. You see the crack. It's going right here through the E. Then it goes to this through the C. And a lot of times it'll go up into this E and into the N. Coin 21 for Dan. Coin 22, Paul Hampton. It wasn't this year in this election. I mailed my ballot, but I had it. It was in just a regular city election. I didn't put my middle initial on my signature on my mail-in ballot, and they actually contacted me so I could verify it was me. And I had to go down and show them ID and stuff like that. And then the guy told me, make sure you always put your middle initial from now on. Some bag marks on this one. Really? That's surprising. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I can hear my mom. I don't know how many of your mother. When I used to go out, after like the age of 11 or 12, every time I left the house, my mom would go, you got your ID? You got your wallet on you? And I'd say, Ma, I'm just going to play baseball or football or something with the guys. And she would always say the same thing. You could get hit by a bus on the way there and nobody'd know who you are. You should have ID to do anything. And coin 24 is Dirty Water, and you are the giveaway winner, Dirty Water. And I still hear her voice. Like every once in a while, I went out and I left my wallet at home yesterday by accident, and I heard her voice. Oh, and I was panicking the whole time. Congratulations, Dirty Water. Next coin for Dan. 3 RPMs in the roll so far. Lots of this die and the die with the die crack between the 9 and the 6. All right, let me put these. First half of the roll is done. Put these in a box. It's so nice. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empty single row boxes and 2 empty double row boxes because stuff has been sorted and labeled. Same die as the last one. You won the giveaway. That's irony at its best. But it happens all the time. A lot of times we'll mention somebody's name and all of a sudden they pop in the stream. I think you were just saying to yesterday or 2 days ago that you never win the giveaway. Speaking, has anybody heard from IT lately? I haven't heard anything from her in about a week now. She usually at least emails. It was yesterday, all right. Coin 28, Joe McBride. That is a different RPM. Third RPM. You can see it right on the top of the D right there and on the serif. So we will see what we can find here. should be easy to find, you would think. But with 1960D, you never know. You can think you know it all, and then all of a sudden... And it's similar to that. Could be that. Oh, it looks much more like that. Alright, so it's probably the late or die state of this. Is there? There is. Alright, it is. It's 1mm 117. There's that. That I think I saw. I just can't see it with the way this light is. Saw that. There's that. There's that. There's the little die chip on the cornice. Has every one. All right, so Joe gets a 1mm 117. Plain 5 RP. Oh, nice. Not on Variety Plus. A lot of those aren't though, and they, you know, that's something that you might be able to contact them. I'm not sure how that works because I was looking at that Variety Plus. There's a lot of stuff on there that I was kind of shocked that it was on there. Coin 30, Taco John. You do see a ceiling fan in the reflection. Very observant. Coin 31 for DC. That's nice. We got the windows open now. And there is a 1mm 233. 233 or 223? Better double check that. Make sure my notes are right. Yep, 233. Is that the one you sent me email on, Doug? There was something you sent me an email on, and it's something that I couldn't verify from the pictures of what it is. It was definitely something, though. Otis, welcome. Little die chip in the Bee of Liberty. Next coin for Sissy. Yeah, go ahead. It might take me a while to get to it. I did just finish 2 packages. Let's see who I got. I think I got 3 ahead of you. And one of them's a big one. One of them is Mark Thomas's package, and so I might start working on his and then get yours done. But coin 35, Matt Merriman. Matt Merriman gets a 1mm113, and here I'll show you. See right there on the U, that's one of the best places that you can pick it up, the doubling. Usually you can pick it up right in the top corner of the G too, also. Coin 36 for Doug. Yeah, the early 40s, when you start getting into 43 and before, the RPMs definitely slow down. There's a 1mm233 for Crispy. Next coin for Stan. Coin 39, Mickey. And Mickey gets a 1mm233. Very cool. Roll's kind of heating up a little bit. It is. It is. If we get another one, I'll show you. Coin 41, Carl. I'll pick something out to show you guys after we're done, some of the stuff I've been working on. Next coin for Otis. Coin 43, Paul Hampton. What do you need to? Do you need help with the website in any ways? I know that it sometimes it's quirky for some people, But the best way of doing it is if you go to the home page. Get there. Matter of fact, let's see if I do this. That should be. All right, you go like this. And, oh, I can't show you. In the corner under search the site, there's a button that says Die Variety Search. You hit that and it comes up with this screen. And then in this little thing right here, this from, you just type 1960. Then you hit Denver. Then you hit Mint Mark. And then you hit search. And then you've got the listings. Let's see if I can. There's a little bit better. You probably can see that better. So you go down there, then you would go to 113. And that's actually the die state right there. And it would be, you see the little split serif up top? And then this right here. That is the D over D tilted. Well, there you go. That too. I never did it that way before. So that is how you search copper coins. All right, back to the show. That's the easiest way to navigate it. Sometimes when you go through the date guide, it gets quirky and only shows you 5 listings or only shows you a few listings, even though I think he might have fixed that problem. Oh, all right. Here, I'll do this again then. And I'll show you. Come over here. That's page 1. If you were to do a search, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these have 10 listings on each one. So if you want 113, you have to go to page number 12. So you'd hit the next 10 pages. Page number 12 has 111 through 120 on it. That's how you navigate those pages. All right, another 1mm 233. Oh, and this one is for Sereg. Very cool. So we ended up getting enough to do a recap at the end. And then I'll show you a couple of the coins I've been working on real quick. Any specific denomination? I'll just grab some. This is a 1mm. There you go. 1mm 113 right there. That was the listing we just looked at. And this is one of the easier way to tell is this die scratch right here. It's very prominent. I used to, and then I went over and visited him and we fixed what the problem with my machine was, but other people had still complained. And that's why he tells people to use the die variety search so everything comes up. I thought that was north. That's like some sort of... Not sure what that is. A little die scratch. Just gonna double check and see if we have any D over D norths like that. It would be all the way up here, I think. Nope. Coin 48. Get me back to my page for Taco John. One of these days we're going to find the big one in one of these rolls. I have only found them one time, and it was 20 years ago. Next coin for Frank. I do think Sissy found some, though. Little die crack between the 9 and the 6. This is a different die than we've seen through the whole roll. So we will go ahead and look at the reverse. Little die chip on the O of 1. The die crack that I was speaking of, starting it, always get those die cracks right there. The phone is probably different than the computer. I don't search on my phone through Copper Coins, Bill, so I can't tell you. All right, and the last coin of the roll. Seen this one before. Is for Carl, and it was a normal coin, so we got, it looks to be almost 10. 1 MM233. We have one for Sissy, Dan, DC, Crispy, Mickey, and Sireg, and they are coins 1, 10, 31, 37, 39, and 45. Then we have 1 MM13, and those are for Frostbite, Matt Merriman, and Joe McBride. That is 2, 35, and 46. And we have 1 MM117, and that goes to Joe McBride. So that's that. But let me show you a couple things. Let me try to find. Here's a good one. Let's see what we have here. There we go. 1971 D nickel, 1 RPM number 4, which is a cool one. And I'll show you another nickel RPM, the same 71D also. And then I'll get a $50 or a quarter out. And we got this one. This is RPM number 3. And you can see it right there along the back of the mint mark. Let me get a couple more of these out here. See, let me find, I'm trying to find stuff in plastic clips. Oh, what's that? Always got to love these. Got a $50 here. There we go. That's always a good one right there. See it all the way through in God. Then it picks back up on trust. See it on the 1. I think it shows all the way on the T and all the way to the T in Liberty. That is DDO number 6 or FS502. Let's see, one more or two. I'll pick a couple more. See what that is right there. There we go. You can see it right. I'm going through a cardboard, but you can see the doubling right there on the A, on the M, all through America. And that was a WD or DDR number 1, a 41D FS801. That's a pretty cool one. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, this is a good one. We'll do this one and then we will call it. There you go. There's a nice RPM. S over S north. You can see it right there. And in there, right across in there. I do have. Was that a 71D half? It might have been a 70. It was a 71D half. Yeah. Because I obviously, and I actually kind of vaguely remember I got like 40 71D mint sets. And it was just the Denver part of the mint sets. I also got this. Oh, here's one. I haven't even finished this one yet. You'll like this. I don't know if I can go through, but this one right here was a 52S RPM number 2 FS502. Let's see if I can. You know what? I'll just open these up because I've got to do that anyways because they're already open and taped. All right, let's see what we got on this one. There is the doubling right there on of. I think, let's see here. See what I'm looking at here. I just know I pulled it out for some reason. That looked like machine doubling to me. Oh, it's not machine doubling. Oh, I know the feeling, Bill. Ah, this is a good one right here. There. Got it on E pluribus unum. Side of A. I think this is. Let me see here. I think this is a FS listed coin. Is this a... Oh, 70. No wonder. This is an FS802, DDR number 2. I think that's the marker right there, too. Yep, that's what that is. Look at quarter. You can even see the doubling on the Q of quarter right there. So that's a cool one. And this one, I'm not sure. I thought this one was the other one. I'm not sure about this one. But one of them is anyways, so that's where I ended up. So, hey, Dan. I will go, maybe that's a obverse. I don't know. I'll look at it after we get done. But I want to thank everybody for joining, and I will be back tomorrow at the same time to do a 55S original roll. Bank of America. Hope to see everybody there. About probably 10 after 1 or so. It's scheduled for 1:30, but I usually start early. So hope to see y'all there. Hit that like button on the way out, and you guys have a great afternoon.